Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back at the big cabin. Had a busy week actually. Got the little one all fastened down to the trailer. It's all secured, it's not going to be going anywhere. I said in the last video I had to cut the fenders off, move them up. I got that all done. I got it fastened down. Some decking on it was loose. I had to put some of those self-tapping screws. Boys, there's a story. Self-tapping metal drilling screws. The tip's almost like a drill, and they're made for doing decking, putting wood on a metal decking. And all we could find at our local, I'm not going to say the name, but hardware store, a box of 100 2.5-inch screws. Let's talk $68 plus tax for 100 screws. I don't know what things are coming to, but anyway, kind of blown away at the price of that stuff. Got a few things we're going to do here today. It's nice. Yeah, we get the water system back up and running. I just went out today, hooked the pump up. It was kind of cool, and I'm glad I did it. I left the tank full of water, or let it down about 6 inches last year. But it's funny, it's getting pretty warm here, and there's still quite a mass of ice floating around in that water tank. So, a couple of things I'm going to do today. We're going to rototill the garden soon. I'm going to get the tiller out and give that kind of a quick going over for the first going of the year. I also have to do a solar panel test on something here. This Allpowers, my power station I got it with the 200-watt solar panel, and I brought it out here today. I'm going to use it a bit in a little while doing something, running a pole saw, but I want to actually see the output of this panel, what it'll give me. It's a 200-watt. I'm hoping 120, 130 watts maybe today. We're going to hook this thing up in a minute, and we're going to actually see what this thing will show me for wattage, because it's an absolutely beautiful day to do it. So I'm going to sit this down, and you can watch me with this solar panel here. See how this works. It's a very nice setup. And all you do is, you undo these two latches here. She pops open, and you fold it open, and it's long. This is a big panel, and these are brackets. Took me a while to figure what these are, braces for the rear. So you turn it around this way, and bring this out more. Here we go. Watch this. Okay. You just hold the end of that for a second. Hold that out, please. Pretty nice little setup. I do save myself. Check that out. It's a 200-watt panel, so they're obviously 50 watts each. And here's the unit. And this is the S2000 unit that I got from Allpowers. I'm going to get the wires are in the back of the panel here, pull them out. We're going to plug them in. I'm going to put this down close, and we're going to see what we get for wattage of output coming out of the solar panels. So check it out. This has adapter connectors and everything on it, and I'm not sure what they call this, but there's a name for this style connector. I'll look it up and see, so you guys know. Anyways, I'm going to bring it down here close. We're going to watch when I plug this in. We're going to see what it actually gives me for power. Okay, I think you guys can see the battery sitting at 97% right now. I'm trying to shade this so you don't see it. It's in the sun. Right here is the number we want to watch. This is going to be input. Wow. Okay, that's impressive. 150 watts. Yeah, 151 watts. That's impressive. There you go, guys. That's what this thing's going to put out. 150 watts. The battery's at 97%, but that doesn't matter anyway, because it's still going to put out what it's going to put out. So for a 200-watt panel to get 75% output, where we're at on the planet, that's actually not too bad. I'm impressed, I guess. I don't know. I expected 120, so I think that's doing pretty good, my Allpowers. So anyways, we're going to let this sit here and charge up for a while, and then a little bit later on, we're going to get it out and put it to use. So this is even better than what it was. We get 158 watts. Check this out. That's what's coming into that thing right now. 150. I know it's hard to see the reflection. 158 watts. Now, this is kind of funny, and it's probably going to make me a liar this year, but most years I can bring, we just brought the rototiller outside here, out of storage. It's sitting there, no fuel stabilizer, nothing. I want to see if it'll go. Some years it'll start first pull. Let's see what it does here. Let's see if she'll go. We're halfway. Choke. This is cold. This thing has not run since last spring. can't buy equipment like that anymore. One pole. That all year. Isn't that crazy? Here's the funny part. I'll guarantee when I go to get this brand new digger, when I go to fire that up here the next week or two, I'm probably going to have to drain the gas out of the carburetor and everything else. And that has stabilizer in it. That old Troy built, my 35-year-old rototiller, one pole after sitting all winter. Did it last year too. Gotta love it. Troy built for the win, horse model. That's a good one. Call you B-roll Cindy. Watch that little thing coming up there. B-roll Cindy. Well guys, it's time to do a little test with my Allpowers S2000 power station here. And it's kind of funny because I had a pole saw, a 10-foot pole saw that I wanted to limb a bunch of these branches up here with it. Can't find it for the life of me. I can find the pole. I can't find the pole saw, the electric saw. So I've got my electric Craftsman. This is actually a 3 peak horsepower, 16-inch electric chainsaw running off my Allpowers S2000. I'm going to limb some of the limbs off this tree here because they're getting overhanging the brook and they're in the way. So I'm going to try this thing out. See if I can get some of these limbs off of this thing. too light and it's just freaking pushing it away, right? That's not much of a test. I'm not going to lie to you. Well, you know what, guys? I got to admit that was a pretty sad test for the power station so far. Problem being, all my power tools are at the freaking house because I built the little miniature cabin and everything I have, my table saw, my skill saws, a bunch of stuff. I don't really have anything here electric. And my chainsaw that I thought I knew where it was, my electric chainsaw pole saw, it went among the missing. So anyway, what we're going to do, plan B, we were going to just do some hamburgers and we were just going to fry them tonight in the pan, but why not use the air fryer again? So we're going to take the Allpowers S2000 power station outside and we're going to fire up the air fryer. And again, don't forget, boys and girls, this is like a 1500 watt unit, so it works quite well. Check it out. Well, here we go, everybody. I am going to throw these in here, and they're just some basic hamburgers, 3 burgers, nothing fancy, going in here. Now we're going to plug in to the Allpowers power station. There she goes. Whoops. Here we go. You guys can see what this is using for power. You watch as this goes. Going to cook for 5 minutes. Then I'm going to flip them over. Then we're going to try 5 more minutes. There, 1264 watts. Let's see how this thing does. We're already 3 minutes cooking here, guys, and we're still at 94%. So that's at 1240 watts. That's quite a load to have on that little power station right now. 1200 watts is a pretty decent load, anybody knows. And it's interesting too because this has a cooling fan in it. You can hear the fan running on the power station, and you can hear the fan running on the actual air fryer. What's even cooler about this Allpowers S2000 power station, you can run the Bluetooth, and I haven't done it yet, to my phone. So I could actually be inside monitoring, making sure it's not, you know, killing my phone battery or killing my power station battery down too much, because you can remotely monitor it, which is a pretty nice feature on this unit. They're starting to smell good already. They are going to be good too. Let's put them back in. Get this thing going again. Six minutes. Here we go again, guys. 90%. We're still at 90% after 5 minutes of pulling out 1200 watts of power, 1250 watts. We're still at 90%. There she goes, heating up again. And we're running this right now at 180 degrees. 180 degrees. The best part, you're technically cooking from the sun, because we can hook the solar panel back up to this bad boy and charge it right back up in a few hours. After the initial price of purchasing one of these, the price is over because it's free for all the power that you want through your Allpowers. Well, there we go, guys. We're 12 minutes in. Oh, they're looking pretty good for just these are like a pre-made burger. They smell wonderful, and I think we're going to flip them and give them just a couple more minutes on the other side. So flip them over, yeah, brown them just a little bit more on the bottom side. And these are going to be really good. Time to get this going again, and we're going to try it another, I'm going to try 4 minutes. And start. Still 79% battery power. And you watch the wattage start to climb here as soon as it starts to get hot. Okay, why is it only 44 watts? Something weird there going on. There we go. There we go. Took it a minute to kick in, up to 1265. Look at that. And that again is 180, which I think is 350 degrees Fahrenheit. 79% battery. Will be 14 minutes running a 1260 watt air fryer on this thing. That is impressive. You know, you get comments like you can put in a battery system or whatever, a solar system with batteries and inverters and all that for less money. You can buy one of these power stations. That is true in certain cases, but you can't put it in the trunk of your car, can you? Got you there. What do you think, Cindy? What a smile.
It's a great day.
It's a great day. It hit 16 degrees here today.
Yeah.
Bad shadows. There you go. That's better. Look at the ugly mug in that. 16 degrees here today. And got a bit of yard work done. I got the garden all tilled. Did a few other things here. And it's been a wonderful day for a wonderful day. So nice to have you guys along as usual. Well, there we go, guys. We are 14 minutes down. Look at those. They look pretty friggin' good. I'm going to turn these over, and we are going to put a slice of cheese on them and just going to melt the cheese. We are going to give these 1 minute, and that's all the... 1 minute. Melt the cheese. We are still at 73% on that. That's impressive. That's basically 15 minutes at a load like that. That's up to 1280 now, 1276. She's backing off. We are just melting the cheese. Time to go in and eat our wonderful Walmart pre-made burgers. Cynthia. What a friggin' beautiful day to be out here, though, guys. Wish you were here. I really do. And by the way, Fred and Daisy are here, so they're enjoying it too. First time back in quite a while. There we go. Cheese is done. Sounds like it. Look at that melted cheese. Don't ask me how it flipped one of them over. There. All right, we're going aside to eat our dinner here, guys. Here we go. A couple of downtown burgers made with bread, because we had no buns. So downtown brown. There you go, lady.
Thank you.
Don't know where the cats are, but it's so freaking quiet in here right now. There. A couple onions on there. Dinner's served. We even have a salad on the side, so it's going to taste pretty nice too. Air fryer for the win. Gotta love it. Really do. Oh my goodness, Cindy sweated over a shopping cart for 20 minutes to get all this stuff in Costco. Made a nice egg salad, potato salad. Sweated 20 minutes over a cart. I stood in the propane lineup to get propane accessories. And she went in the store. That was a mission on Friday. Not a place you want to go.
No.
Not a place you want to go. Friday to a Costco. Please. Anyway... Enough rambling for now. Burgers are prepared. Stuff's all knocked over. Little mustard. Easy to do. Ketchup I use with no sugar added. I like this stuff. It's got a tart, tangy taste. Anybody that's ever tried it. That didn't sound real good though to put on camera. Woo! Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me again. Alrighty. We're going to sit down. I'm going to throw some potato salad on my plate here. We're going to sit down and have some dinner. Well, there you go. Once again, guys, another very tasty meal provided by Mr. Sun and Mr. Sun's storage device, which is my Allpowers S2000. Quite a unit. Thoroughly impressed. Pulled 1260 watts out of this thing for 17 minutes. And it still has 70% left of the battery. So you put this thing out tomorrow and set it in the day for the sun, and I'm sure that would charge right back up again through the day. So 160 for 158 watt input I was getting out of that today. That's pretty impressive for the solar panel too that goes along with this unit. So anyways, we're going to kick back this evening and just probably not do a whole lot. That's probably it for now. Wow, Walt, we made her through another wonderful night here Sunday morning in the bush. Tried to film a night lapse last night showing the stars going over. Not sure what I did wrong there, but I get nothing. So, sorry, it was going to look kind of cool. It was kind of neat too. Daisy and Fred are here. Woke up at 9 minutes after 5 this morning. It was kind of neat. Daisy was laying down by my feet growling. Daisy does that when she has a mouse. That's what it was. And kind of woke up and that realized she was laying there by my feet with a mouse hanging out of her mouth. Didn't know if the thing was dead or alive at first. Come running out here into the living room, chased her out and caught her. And she dropped it on the floor and it just thumped. So we knew it was pretty well gone. Poor Cindy grabbed it with her fingers there, picked it up and flicked it out the front door in the lawn there. So she's a good mouser. Her and Fred, and it's funny, we never see any tracks or signs. We come in here, there's no mouse poop anywhere. And we keep bags of birdseed in that here, and you think you'd see it, but there's no mice around here. But every now and then the cat will pull one out in the middle of the night. So thank God she didn't put it in the bed alive and it went around under the sheets. That could have been a whole different outcome. So anyway, getting ready to pack her up, head back to the house. Got to do my, gonna work on the mini cabin today. Gonna do some finishing touches. I need to paint. I get some gray paint, just like concrete outdoor, the deck and that around it on the back and on the sides, the wood decking on it. I'm gonna paint that up and clean her up a bit more. And I'm gonna put some little lights around underneath the fascia the whole way around. It's gonna look very cool, fairy lights or whatever they call them, little solar powered ones. So it's going to look nice, and we hopefully, maybe within the next week, might actually do an overnight in that bad boys. So it's going to be a good time. Anybody that's interested in one of these units, I'm not turning into just a promotional channel, but it's just these people. I had made an agreement to make a few videos and show the products, which they are selling a few of them. So it's a wonderful machine, and anybody looking for something like this, check out the link in the description and all that. And there's a 10% discount code also. If you use that, you get 10% off of one of these, which is a pretty good value. And this thing works good. I'm super impressed with what it's done. We're going to do a whole lot more with it. And again, once we get out using the mini cabin, we're probably going to run a mini fridge all the time instead of going through ice all the time. One of those little MobiCool fridge, mini electric cooler, and it's a fair size one. It's got wheels and everything on it. Picked that up used for a real good price. So going to try that out and go on a couple day camping trips in that, and then in the daytime we can have this hooked up, the Allpowers with the solar panel, and we'll actually be ahead on wattage. We'll be, it'll run that fridge plus, so it'll keep the battery topped up, and all night it'll easily run it. So 1500 watt hour battery, it'll run a 60 watt fridge for quite a while. Anyways, if you guys like the content and all that, like and subscribe, share the videos please. The channel's building up pretty quick here. The numbers are starting to go up. So from Cynthia and I, she's just getting ready to get her out of here on a Sunday morning, head home. Live simply, remain grateful, and we'll talk to you guys soon.